Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome into the Crypto Logic podcast, man, for another amazing day in cryptocurrency. My name is Mike. This is your co-host, John, or just John, not a co-host. You know, we're the same. And today you landed on our channel, man. So hopefully you find some value, and we're gonna dive into the show, give you guys some good old crypto talk. You know what I'm saying? So the global crypto market cap today, man, it's down a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? It's at 2.58 trillion. Yesterday, when we were talking to Dante, I don't even remember what it was, but
2.68.
I think it was higher than it is today. That's for damn sure. But
to me, it's still not down.
No, it's not down in the sense of that, but like it's down just because you know.
It's over 2 trillion. It's not down to me. Anything over 2 trillion is still good to me.
Yeah,
that's just me personally.
I feel you. We got to think about the newer people trying to jump in. You know what I'm saying? It's down almost 3% on the day. Bitcoin dipped under 60K. You know what I'm saying? It's bleeding a little bit.
The newer people get in.
Yeah, man.
They need. It's not like. The newer people that get in, you gotta let them get their bumps and bruises. That's how I feel. You gotta let them get. You gotta get your bumps and bruises. That's how you learn the best.
That's true.
Space. So
I agree.
If you tell, hey, to me, it's not knowing. They don't accept that. Then you just gotta say, okay. Like,
all right.
There's no point.
Wipe your hands with it, huh?
I'll show you why. Like, no, they just gonna think that it's low or high, whatever.
Yeah.
They're it's like fish put in a pond. They like like an animal in the wild, like a baby. Mm-hmm. You gotta let it grow, and it's gonna learn how to hunt. It's gonna learn how to do everything on its own. But if you had it in captivity, and then you let it out in the wild, it's not gonna survive. So you gotta let. We're all bred in the wild right now, so we all gotta go through our bumps and bruises and learn how to,
how to hunt.
Get your earnings. You're gonna lose some.
Get your strike
away.
Damn.
But
John said, "Put y'all to the wolves." There you go.
That's the best way to learn.
Hey, that's true.
Watch our podcast and watch Dante's videos. You know what I'm saying? You're good to go.
Yeah, man. I mean, but honestly though, like it is the best way to learn. I'm not gonna fight that. That is very true. And even if you follow, us, follow Dante, follow any other influencer, we can give you steps to take so you don't fall as hard. But at the end of the day, we're not with you 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So you will eventually have to kind of deep dive and do that for yourself. But yeah, I totally understand. Now Ethereum's almost touching 4,000 again. Hopefully it doesn't. But hey, if it does, it does. No, I mean like go down to 4,000. I don't think
in 3,000. You mean under 4,000? You mean like 3,000?
Yeah. I don't see it dipping under 4,000, to be honest with you. I mean, if it touches 4K, I would say okay, but I don't see it dipping like the 3,900 or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it could. I don't know. I don't know. But honestly, like Dante said it yesterday, he actually really enjoys it when it's like this because it just trades sideways and he's able to, accumulate more. So it's not really a bad thing for people in the crypto space. I mean, for the beginners, it might freak them out a little bit like, oh, I'm going to wait until it dips a little bit more. But
yeah, we know, I already know for sure that this little red sea of discounts is temporary. And in a week, who knows? Next week, everything's gonna be back up again, just like it was last week. Everything's like, everyone's happy. And right now, everyone's taking their positions, selling, buying different things that are green. That's what people are doing. People are chasing green. That's what I've noticed. I'm like, people are having things pump. Then when it starts dipping, they sell when it's red, and they're buying the greens. You get what I'm saying? Look at the chart. You see everything is red. So, but if you scroll down, there'll be some greens. There's some greens somewhere.
Look at Tether, bro. It had an all-time high right here. You see that peak? Bow! All-time high.
There'll be some greens somewhere around there.
Damn, another all-time high, bro. We falling right now.
Right there, avalanche. Go down, bro. Go down. There's some greens, right? Crypto.com, obviously, go down.
Everything else
there's data. Like people, and then if you go out of the top 100, there's gonna be a lot of. And if you go to like the trending, all that stuff, people will literally sell on the reds and then buy those greens, chasing the greens. Like it's really, I've seen it. It's really bad. It's like, what are you doing? You're buying the FOMO, the green. Like that's not what you do. You don't buy green. You buy red.
Well, so there's two ways to think about it, right? So if you're charting, and I know John doesn't like charting, but I'm speaking to the day traders and the swing traders, right? If you are charting and you're thinking about entering a position, you don't enter the position until you confirm the the breakout. You know what I'm saying? And that tends to be like, if you see like a red candle here and a green candle here, right? If the bottoms match each other, that would be considered the bottom. And then if we have a green candle and then another green candle, people tend to wait until they see probably 3 green candles to confirm that they're on an uptrend, and then they would buy in at that point. So, it just depends on what you're trying to do, man. If you're a long-term holder, then what I just said doesn't apply to you. But if you're, day trading or swing trading, then yeah, the green candle, chasing green candles is a confirmation to traders, daily traders, if that makes sense. Cardano's dipped underneath $2. XRP looks like it might hit $1 again. Polkadot's under $50. Cheap is just continuing to go down. Doge hasn't done much as of lately. Avalanche has been blowing up, guys. Honestly, I mean, we haven't talked about Avalanche long. I'm not gonna sit here and cap and lie to you, but when we started talking about Avalanche, it was at like $60, $70. So,
$50.
Was it $50?
Yeah, I remember it, $50.
Damn, I might be tripping. John said it's $50. So hey, man, it might be $50.
When it was.
So we started talking about it at around that range, and it's basically doubled since then. So, I'm in it for the DeFi play. I'm not really in it for the price appreciation. It's just happened that it does have some price appreciation. So hey, it's good, but I'm not really in it for that. Luna's doing pretty good, and then Chainlink as well. Crypto.com is surprising everybody. We got some news to talk about with Crypto.com. It's kind of interesting. You guys might find kind of crazy, low key. So with that being said, I guess we could dive into the news. Now, the first news article we want to talk to you guys about today is about Ripple outlining the possible regulatory framework for the crypto industry in the United States, man. So, John, can you kind of go ahead and explain what this article is kind of talking about and what people can kind of get from it?
What's going on? I guess Ripple released this guideline on their website, and it's basically showcasing like their idea of what regulatory framework, what it looks like, what they believe is what regulation will look like when it comes to crypto. So apparently, like, obviously we're going to the lawsuit. People are thinking that the lawsuit is settled behind the scenes. That's a rumor. No one knows. And that's the reason why they released this, basically saying that they got the clarity behind the scenes. And they initially went and released this article that showcased, okay, this is what we think is what the regulatory crypto space looks like. So, and it says here that it's because this is their vision. So aimed at advancing innovation while protecting investors in the United States. That's exactly what the SEC says. Like, oh, we protect the investors. And it seems like word for word, it's like a legit, like a
copy and paste type.
Yeah, and it's like the SEC proofread it and it's like, yeah, this is good because it has words that the SEC uses. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it has words that the SEC uses, and it says that regulators need to be encouraged to promote innovation sandboxes, which is testing. Some of the existing frameworks in the U.S. can be applied to cryptocurrencies, and there should be an active dialogue between regulators and market participants. We've been saying that forever.
Yeah, I mean, but they've been saying that too, low key.
And it says that Ripple advocated the proposed measures as a way to provide regulatory clarity to all in the crypto space, in a way that HOC regulation by enforcement approach simply cannot. So regulation by enforcement is the SEC just bulldozing, stomping down the doors of, don't do that. When I show you, don't do that. Like, just telling all these exchanges and cryptocurrencies not to do something, rather than saying, oh, you want to do this? Okay, this is what you need to do in order to be able to be safe or regulatory,
right? To
be regulatory compliant, rather than just nope, don't do it. Nope, don't do it. So basically, it's just like a guideline of what the crypto space should look like when it comes to how to handle it, basically. But yeah, I mean, everyone's saying that this is like a
precursor.
Yeah. It's interesting. We don't know.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been a rumor that a lot of people have been saying that they're all kind of buddy with each other. Like, oh yeah, bro, let's just wait until a bunch of you guys can get in, and then we'll all ride the wave together. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it's like, if it is, it does. If it's not, like, we already know that once the big boys get in, that crypto will basically be ripped from us, in the sense of, they can literally, like, you'll think you have time to get into a project, and then like something like a VXV, right? Yeah. Right now, VXV sitting at consolidating around $10, right? if NASA really comes in and just decides, hey, we want to use VXV full time, we're going to use it to use its AI tech or whatever. VXV could basically literally go to the moon. All the price targets, all the charting, all the it's gonna hit the dude. It could just $100, $200, and it's like, okay, but you got to look at it like market cap and all that. But it might be irregardless of that if the big boys come in and just start flooding money in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. It's one of those things.
It's really cool because it says, I like this part where it says obviously the SEC commissioner Hester Pierce. They I don't know if that's a woman or not. I think that's Crypto Mom. I don't know, but
Hester Pierce.
Yeah, she said that there's legislation that says, hey, we got to give these cryptocurrencies a grace period because obviously they initiate they launch a cryptocurrency. They need money to get in, so then they can use that money to build their token, whatever it is that they're building, their project, right? Their
infrastructure,
protocol. Yeah. So it says that network developers would have a grace period to build without being subject to certain federal securities laws, which would be necessary to incentivize innovation. So that's the issues going on with Ripple. It said Ripple initially launched their XRP token, paid investors with XRP tokens, and then in return of that money that they got, they used it to build the XRP ledger, build the Ripple protocol. And that's what the SEC is saying is a security. Like they gave you money and you gave them tokens, and those tokens are basically shares, stocks. So that should be a security. But Ripple said that no, that's their utility tokens that they received. That money initially, yes, that those transactions you could call them security. But as XRP was developed and then it became what it is today, it's no longer a security. The SEC still considers it a security. So I feel like Ripple is willing to take the slap on the wrist for what happened back then, but said no, but we're not going to say we're still a security. Right. Because if that happens, then all these cryptos would be securities. Because Ethereum did the same thing. So that's why she wants to pass legislation saying, hey, we're using this incident as an example of let these companies get their money, build their thing, and if they're able to get to the next level, then they're no longer considered security.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, dude, Ethereum did do it, and they didn't get a slap on the wrist. So
they got that's some insider trading there. That's
they were allowed to just run free. Like, all right,
got the green light.
There we go. And I just feel like Ripple is the one that got caught. You know what I'm saying? It's like two people in the classroom that's class clowns, and one of you guys get caught. But you're like, dude, Joey was doing the same thing. Yeah, but I didn't catch Joey. I caught you. And I feel like that's what it is with Ripple. They caught Ripple. And now Ripple has to be the face of it, which I mean, it is what it is, man. I don't too much care for it. Yeah. I'm still gonna hold it and see what happens with it. Now moving on to the news.
The biggest
about
news
crypto.com, man.
In the crypto space
this is freaking huge right now, guys.
This is the biggest news in the crypto space
this
right now.
This is huge. Staples Center in Los Angeles will be renamed Crypto.com Arena. Let that sink in for a second, guys. Crypto.com Arena. If that's not predictive programming, I don't know what is.
This just shuts up all those 2017, 2018 market cyclists. It's going to crash. It's like 2018. Oh, it just shuts them all up. And then we've said this for months. It's literally, how can there be a devastating bear market? Because the bear market is when no one's interested in crypto. Everyone's scared to buy. Like a bear market in the stock market, right? But bear market in crypto, that's when no one's interested. There's no hype. There's nothing. And that's only because of, my opinion, stupid retail investors. Retail investors that have all they flood in and they want to buy crypto, and then all of a sudden there's a crash, and then they dip, and then all right, and then those are the bears, like the ones that aren't bullish, aren't excited about the potential of any certain crypto. Yeah. So how is this going to keep the bear market devastating and destroying, like as bad as we thought it was? A lot of these people think it's going to be. When we said this before, sports doesn't stop. Sports is year round. Every single game the Lakers play, Clippers they're gonna have their own stadium. They have their own? Yeah, they're building their own stadium already. So it's the Clippers and I think the Sparks. I believe the Sparks. LA Sparks. Yeah. Every single game tonight, CryptoArena.com Arena, the Lakers take on the Utah Jazz. Every single night or every other night, you're gonna hear Crypto.com Arena, and then the other interesting thing, Drake sells out the Crypto.com Arena. Drake will be performing at the Crypto.com Arena. Lady Gaga is performing at the Crypto.com Arena. J. Cole's performing. All these musicians are going to be performing, just like how they say Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, Solana Madison Square. Russ is going to be at the Crypto.com arena. Just think, and then right, Kanye West is going to be at the Crypto.com arena, et cetera, et cetera. It's not going to stop. How is this going to keep the bear market staying dormant when, even though suppose we were going to have a bear market, they're going to continue to say Crypto.com, the word crypto in itself.
Exactly.
More eyes, more like, what is this? What is this? A lot, and it's funny because a lot of people are mad over the name change. Staples is a stupid company. I used to work for Staples. Office supplies. That's what Staples Center was. It's Staples. It's office supplies. And they're like, oh, it's an iconic name. Oh, and now everyone's like, those are the people. That's why in the next few years, the wealth gap is gonna literally be like this. Those people that are worried about the name change rather than seeing this as a potential, like, whoa, this is a shift of where the world is going. And we've been saying it for months. Those people are going to be left behind, and you who are looking at this as bullish and excited, and you dive in more into the crypto space, if you're tippy-toeing in right now, if you're full head first in, or you're thinking about getting in.
Yeah.
If you just say, you know what, I'm just going to go into crypto now because of this, you will be up here while everyone else is going to get left behind, and there's going to be a big wealth gap.
Yeah.
This is like a new asset class that you're going to be able to invest in and get in, and these people are going to worried about all the stupid stuff. Oh, it's a stupid name. Oh, what the hell? It sounds so wrong. Oh, they don't get it.
Yeah.
Those people are going to keep working and working and working and working and working, and then some of those people will want to get up here, but they're gonna pay you for your knowledge of crypto.
100%.
You will be the one educating them.
I agree.
For monetization. You will be charging them, okay, I'll teach anything you know about crypto. Just like people in the stock market at Wall Street and all that stuff that do really well in the stock market. Financial advisors, and et cetera, et cetera. Right? That will be a reality for a lot of people.
Yeah, and just based off of Crypto.com arena, guys, like...
That's just one catalyst. That's all it is.
It has crypto in the name for one. Crypto.com is an app within itself. And during, like, you know, on the big screen, during like commercials and stuff, you're probably going to see Crypto.com banners everywhere. Eventually people are going to go to the app store and see Crypto.com. They're going to go, oh, bro, that's what it is.
Whenever they showcase the game, like the stadium, they're going to hover over the stadium. The stadium's going to have Crypto.com arena all over and be blue.
They're probably going to be on the jerseys too.
It is. They're partnering with the Lakers and the teams there. Just like the UFC, just like, dude, this is not the last one.
I'm not NASCAR.
There's gonna be more arenas that have crypto names.
Yeah. Crypto.com is just the first one. That's why I think Crypto.com will be good. Now, as far as like a price prediction of where I see Crypto.com going, I don't know.
I don't know.
Like $2, $3.
It's not, to me, it's not even the money for Crypto.com. I already sold out of it.
I sold out of it.
It's not even the money for, it's the fact that
it's out there.
It's a 20-year deal.
Facts.
20 years, Crypto.com will be taking place over this iconic building, arena. It's going to be insane. Like, the next few years are going to be insane. We don't know if there's going to be a bear market. And if there is, it won't be drastic and devastating. It'll just be like, poof, poof, poof. The cryptos that weren't going to make it are the ones that are going to get hampered. The ones that have no utility, the ones that are useless, the ones that don't have any funding, no one backing them, no good partnerships, those are the ones that are going to be gone. But the ones that have good partnerships, those ones are going to keep pumping and doing well.
I feel like they'll be trading sideways, you know, not you know how like VXV is at $10. It'll be just trading at $10. Then it'll go up to $10.50. $10. $10.50.
And then they ink a new partnership. Oh, now that $10.50 is out, $17.
Yeah.
Now that $17 is at $25. Now $25 is $30.
Yeah.
And then once corporate people start flooding in, they're going to pick and choose, okay, which ones do I like? Oh, they work with NASA. They have partnerships with Amazon web services. They have partnerships with Microsoft. Oh, I like this. Boop, flooded. Bye. VXV takes off. $100. You missed out. There's no bear market. There's no bear market for it. Can't get in. That's what's gonna happen to a lot of these cryptos. A lot of these cryptos are gonna get flooded in, boof, and then people thinking like, oh, this is gonna be the next. This is gonna be here in the bear market. No, they're gonna be taking over.
Yeah, man.
And this is just a catalyst. This is a precursor.
It's a pretty big catalyst. I mean, everyone's looking at this like, oh, it's just nothing, but it's pretty big, man. It's pretty big. Now, if we move on to the next news, I just want to highlight this real quick. Ice Cubes and Quiznos drop NFTs. So remember we told you about
Ice Cube.
We told you about
so cool.
McDonald's. We told you about Burger King. Now Quiznos is throwing their hat in the basket. United States-based fast food sandwich giant Quiznos has taken a plunge into NFTs via a partnership with who else? Crypto.com. Guys, this thing is huge, man. The firm debuted the NFT collection named Out of This World, featuring 5 open edition NFTs or sandwich coins depicting astronauts in space holding or hunting for top digital assets such as Dogecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. The sale was hosted on Crypto.com and ended on November 16th, with the drop generating more than $176,000 from a total of 4,403 NFT purchases. On November 15th announcement, Quiznos said that the proceeds from the sale would go to the World Central Kitchen, a nonprofit that provides free food to communities in times of crisis. We are delighted that Quiznos chose our platform to launch its NFT campaign in support of its efforts to help those in need in a critical time for our planet, said Crypto.com's executive vice president and head of the NFT platform for Crypto.com. We view this as a fun way to connect our community with a beloved food brand and a terrific cause, he added. So, shout out to Quiznos for dropping their NFTs. And, Ice Cube's now dropping his NFTs called Ice Cold NFTs. Now, the thing is with these type of NFTs, like with, Ice Cube and who else dropped one? John Cena. I feel like, Ice Cube is iconic, but he's not in like a bunch of movies now. He's not really popping like that, if that's like a word that I should use. But know who he is.
He is a little bit. He has the basketball league.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, are you gonna rush out to buy these NFTs?
Well, he has a big fan base, though.
Yeah, but his fan base are a lot older, though. Like, the newer generation probably don't even know who Ice Cube is.
Maybe.
But he is dropping his NFTs, man. So make your money, brother.
I'll look into it.
I'm not a hater. You know what I'm saying?
Ice Cube he's an OG. He's like beloved, though.
Yeah.
It's like Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's in the NFTs.
Snoop Dogg's into NFTs.
Snoop Dogg's NFT portfolio is like worth millions.
Yeah,
and so is Shaq. Shaq's getting NFTs as well too.
Well, the sale.
They're all gonna get NFTs.
The sale will close on November 18th. The prices will vary from $1,400 to $15K. So, hey, man, if you got the cash, if you want to invest into Ice Cube's NFTs called Ice Cold, hey, man, go ahead and do your thing. Now, let's dive into some crypto stuff, man. Let's get off this news. First one, we want to talk to you guys about his GALA games, man. Rhodes, man. Shout out to you, brother. When we first started talking about GALA, dude, I think we got it in at like 6 cents, and we didn't even dive into it. We just mentioned it, like, hey guys,
this one potential blow up.
Exactly. This was before the metaverse talk. This is for everything. But just because it was in the gaming industry, we're talking about VRA and things of that nature as well. So we highlighted GALA. D Rhodes got in at around 6 cents. And look at it now, man. Sitting at 22 cents, bro.
You became a millionaire, man. That's crazy, man.
Shout out to you, Rhodes.
You made $1 million.
Congratulations for anyone who held GALA. GALA, low key.
Why are you telling my business? No,
low key, GALA's been sitting at 8 cents for almost a month. Literally almost a month, bro. We were doing the crypto updates of our portfolio. 8 cents, 8 cents, 8 cents, 9 cents, 8 cents, 9 cents. And it just literally stayed there. And now, dude, it's literally blowing up. And there's a reason for it. It's not like it just out of the blue, like, GALA Games. But GALA Games is actually, they have a tournament for this game called Spider Tanks. And if you guys look on the screen, you'll see it's like a, what is that game that used to, with the cars that like you could add attachments and like blow it? What is the name of that game called? Twisted Metal. If you guys remember Twisted Metal, this is kind of like Twisted Metal, but as you guys see on the screen,
that looks so fun.
It's pretty legit, bro. It's pretty sick. And
is it mobile or is it PC?
No, this is a PC
Mac
game.
PC.
Yeah, it's a PC game. They're having a tournament.
Mac 2.
Oh yeah, Mac and PC.
Yeah.
So they're having an esports tournament right now. They did their first one. They're about to do their second one soon.
Apple game. Mac game.
So the reason why it's blown up is because you have to buy different attachments right here, guys. So you could buy like the shotgun and this little repair thing, and they cost a decent amount of GALA. You know what I'm saying? They're not like cheap GALA. This probably, I don't know how much this is in GALA, but I would say somewhere in the neighborhood of like maybe like 5K. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just type it in here and see what happens. 138,000. Yeah, well, it's like 3K.
No, one more. That's 13,000.
Oh, sorry. No.
There's no way, dude.
No way.
Yeah, that's 13,000, bro.
It is 13. There's no way that costs that much money.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, hey, damn. You spending 30 racks to get a upgrade on the whip, huh?
Look at, is that how much it costs? Is that the GALA logo?
That's the GALA logo. Look.
Okay.
That is the GALA logo. That's how much it costs.
Go back to the thing.
CoinMarketCap? That's something.
Hey,
well,
man,
it's 121.
people probably bought thousands and thousands of dollars worth of
yeah, it's $26,000, bro. For this right here.
Hey, people are paying millions for NFTs.
It says, while it may be a bit lighter on the armor, the Scout 3-legged body can outrun almost anything.
Hey, I'm telling you, people go click change the currency.
Okay.
To Ethereum. 6, yeah, that's 6 ETH. Yeah, so that's
damn.
Hey, people have been looking at NFTs.
But I mean, since it's on esports though, I feel like, you know, if it's esports, it's a company, it's a team, so they're able to, you know, they got the money.
Yeah, and think about it, like if just last year, if you had bought 25, 30 ETH, you could have flipped those 30 ETH around this time into more NFTs and more platforms. There's people that have, this is real crypto stuff. People probably have tens and thousands or hundreds of thousands of GALA since it was under 8 cents, maybe even under 6 cents.
100%, man.
If you go back to the beginning of GALA, go back to the beginning of time, click all, and just go how long? Yeah, dude, 2020. So people probably have been accumulating GALA all that time.
It even lost to zero in 2020, so it was super
so
cheap.
To me, it's not when you get into crypto, you don't look in terms of fiat anymore. You look in terms of how many GALA does it hit? 120. Okay, cool. You don't look in terms of fiat like ETH. You don't, like, a real crypto investor doesn't look at ETH as 6 ETH is like $100,000 or whatever. It's like, oh, it's 6 ETH.
Yeah,
that's real crypto investors.
And I got like 30 ETH.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I'm trading my mind. I'm already trading my mind. I don't even look at like as fiat anymore. It's like whatever tokens it is.
Yeah.
That's the true power of crypto. These people that are in this game that are wealthy or they probably bought GALA when it was way under a penny. Just like if you bought something for 2 zeros, $100 get you like 30,000 or 15,000 of those tokens.
Yeah.
So imagine them investing $1,000. They probably have like 500, 600,000 of those, and then now they're earning more. Like,
that's crazy.
That's where the crypto is going. If you're getting in now around this time, that'll be you this time next year, and so on and so forth. And then over time, in the next couple of years, can't even get in. It's not even worth it for you to get in. Just like the stock market, if you don't have no money to play, you're gonna invest $500 just to get a 50% increase in a year, just like investing in Microsoft.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy. Pointless for you. We did want to highlight this for you guys, man. Shout out to anyone who got into GALA when it was at 8 cents. Moving on, just want to highlight Avalanche as well. Look at it sitting at $104, guys. This thing is blowing up. There's a lot of stuff going on around Avalanche. You know, Trader Joe's doing really well. All the DeFi stuff in Avalanche is doing well. You know, they got Avalanche Rush. There's a bunch of incentives to get free Avalanche right now in Penguin Finance, which is a DeFi platform on the Avalanche network.
I sent you a funny tweet for Avalanche.
And
it's at the bottom.
Let's see.
How did you just highlight all that?
I don't know.
Oh, wrong one.
Oh,
click
Lord.
The wrong link, man.
Here we go. Sorry, I highlighted it all. Let's see. Oh, AVAX was $9 in July. Damn. That's crazy.
Nah. You guys missed out.
Avalanche was $9 in July.
Like we said yesterday with Dante, Cardano was $1.
Yeah.
Cardano was $1 when he made the video, and then he told us on the show to buy Cardano. It's like, it happens. We've said this in the show yesterday. It's like, you look at crypto 10 years ago, and you go, oh man, if I just put $100 into Bitcoin 10 years ago, man, if you had put $100 into this 3 months ago, that's how times have changed. Instead of saying, 5 years ago I would have won. Nope. 3 months ago you could have made money to change your life. 3 months ago.
Damn, from $9 to $104.
Now you gotta think. There's more cryptos that are doing that now. If you take a step back, there's more cryptos that are doing that now. Solana's gonna turn into a couple thousand. Polkadot's gonna turn into a few hundred. VXV's gonna turn into a few hundred. QUANT's gonna turn into a couple thousand. All these cryptos, people that are just sitting there, like not even just watching them, you're gonna miss out. Just like the Avalanche. I didn't buy any, but
yeah, I got an Avalanche at $60. So, like I told you guys, I'm not in Avalanche for the price appreciation. I'm in Avalanche because of the DeFi space. You know, I enjoy diving into the DeFi space because I want to learn more passive income. I got time and all of this stuff, man. You're making good passive income with time. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm in Avalanche, man.
There's a bunch of new protocols coming out: Gyro, Klima.
Yeah.
What else?
All different platforms, all different
all in there.
Ecosystems.
It's
a lot.
Polygon has one.
Yep.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, bro. So that's why I like
Stack
Avalanche.
OS, Hydra.
Yep. And then we want to highlight Crypto.com, showing you guys it's up almost 15% on the day, basically at 50 cents. I can see it getting to $1.
That's good for them,
soon for Crypto.com. This is the emblem that everybody's gonna see at the stadium.
Top 10, maybe. You're already at 19.
Basically, probably.
It's $1. It'll be in the top 10.
Probably push Sheeb out the way.
Yeah. The Sheeb and Doge, those ones are gonna be just sitting in the bottom, just poo poo.
Yeah, man. Now, the reason why we want to highlight in Vectorspace is because it is consolidating at that point. If you missed out on the $6 VXV, you know, you have the $10 VXV now that's been sitting here for a couple days now at the same spot. Every time it sits at the same spot, it ends up going parabolic the next week or so. So, you know, it is on KuCoin already. So the barrier to entry, you don't have no excuse.
Coinbase coming soon.
You know, you can't say, oh, I don't have the Ethereum fee, the gas fees. I don't want to pay it. You can buy it on KuCoin. You don't got no fees.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They had a meeting with NASA yesterday.
They did have a meeting with NASA yesterday. I think we have a tweet for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday. So VXV is in the meeting with NASA today. Let that sink in. Freaking NASA. And that was yesterday. So
there was something interesting. I don't know if you have it. I sent it here from Arcane Tiger.
I think it's...
No, it's not that one.
Not that one? No, I don't think I have it. Let me see. Arcane Tiger. Is it digital asset threads?
Yep.
No, this one?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got it. So companies like Vectorspace or VXV is what leads the fourth industrial revolution. The acceleration of not only the technology, but concentrated application of data aided by the AI/ML. What does ML stand for?
I don't know yet. Machine learning.
Machine learning. Will exponentially increase the way the world operates. IoTs, microservices, human/machine integration.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it's fire.
Dude, we've been talking about VXV for a while. We all know what VXV is and what it's meant to do. So it's not really a surprise on what VXV potentially could be and what it could do for the world. To see things like this, I mean, I guess this stuff is kind of like for beginner investors that don't know anything about VXV.
Reassurance too, because VXV is gonna be the type of crypto that showcases the power of crypto not only as a currency to buy and sell. The fact that the token holds these data sets, that holds these information, so then when it's moved to wherever it needs to get moved to, that information is supplied to whoever accepts that token. Yeah. So the AI, machine learning, that's why NASA's going to use those tokens to essentially help it decide on anything that NASA wants to do, regards of how long it takes, any disasters that could prevent from them going to the moon, building a spaceship, anything, because that's going to be more efficient than a human mind. AI, machine learning will be more efficient than human mind, and then in the human mind, if you are not trying to inverse yourself in technology, you will be left behind and you will be reliant on government. You will be useless. You literally will be useless, in my opinion, in the future.
You'll be going through life just day to day. Yep. You know,
and then you'll probably live in the metaverse, and then
they'll be the ones complaining that, you know, the world is not fair and the wealth gap is too high and the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poor. But it's like, bro, we all literally, irregardless of color, race, religion, gender, anything, you have the same opportunities as everyone at the current moment right now. There's nobody better than anyone in this space. Are there people that have way more money than the average person? Yes, of course. But that's just because they got into crypto before we did. You know, we got in earlier this year and we amassed pretty good amount of wealth.
The thing that's interesting as well is the people that got in early and became to multiply their portfolio. Yeah. There's gonna be people that have a lot of money that aren't into crypto, that will jump into crypto and then have a head start because they already have money in the real world. And then they learn a little bit about it. They'll surpass everyone that's been in crypto for 5 years, 10 years. They'll surpass us because they have the capital to do so. Yeah. So and that's what we're saying. Is once these rich billionaires understand a little bit of crypto, the retail investors will be useless. There's no point. Your $10,000 investment is nothing to their millions. And that's just how it's gonna go. You're just gonna be, if you don't understand the technology and you don't understand the crypto, you will be useless. You will just be a regular, basic someone buying 1 share of Apple compared to someone buying 10,000 shares of Apple.
Yeah.
You would just be someone that buys 1 share of VXV, 1 share of Quant. Oh, I buy 5 shares of Quant. Oh, cool. Hopefully I get 300% gains in the next 7 years. While these guys are making thousands and thousands of dollars every hour off a 3.3 or 4 or 5% gain. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's what's going to happen. They're going to come in and just take it over. And that's mass adoption. That's when it's like, 5, 10 years from now, maybe 3 to 5 years from now. That's when it's going to really kick in. And then a lot of these tokens are going to be gone. And a lot of people are just going to be left in the cold.
I think it's just once regulation cracks and people figure out what's going on, then the big corporations can really fully announce their partnerships and come out and say, like, how Staples Center is endorsing Crypto.com. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's definitely a way for us to kind of take advantage of the current space right now, irregardless of what you invest in. Now, the next one we want to highlight for you guys to talk about real quick is LCX. As you guys know, LCX is a regulated exchange already that offers securities and a whole bunch of other things to come. You got NFTs, some DeFi stuff, whole bunch of stuff for coming for LCX. It's not just a exchange token. LCX got launched on Coinbase.
And yield protocols.
It's going to be a lot of stuff going for LCX. It's not just an exchange token. So Crypto.com, as it currently stands, is just an exchange token. I don't even think it's on Coinbase right now, right? I think it's just on Crypto.com. Is it on anything else? Is it on KuCoin?
No, it's just on Coinbase.
Is it Crypto.com's on Coinbase?
What? Crypto.com? No.
Yeah.
No. Crypto.com is on Coinbase. Yes.
It is?
Crypto.com is on Coinbase.
Okay. Well, nonetheless,
LCX is on Coinbase.
It's still just an exchange token, but LCX has a lot more going for it.
Crypto.com is on Coinbase. Yeah, I remember that was a big deal. But not really people cared about it for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't even care about Crypto. Crypto.com is cool. I like it, but I like LCX more.
Yeah. I like it too. Once we make it, don't let anyone tell you that you were lucky. We bled. We fought the FUD. We earned it. Quant, VXV, Albert, and LCX. There's been a lot of FUD going around VXV, around LCX, especially around Quant. Like when we did that video with Dante, people thought we hated on Quant. But it's like, bro, there's been hate on Quant ever since it dipped from $400 and hasn't been up since, People are just like, oh, you're hating on it, blah, 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 blah. But the people that held and just fighting through the FUD, they're the ones that's going to make it. I mean, look at VXV, man. VXV was trading at $6 maybe like a couple weeks ago, and everyone basically sold out of it to buy SHIB. And then look what happened to SHIB. Now it's down. Now where are they going? Where are they headed to at this point? Are you saying that maybe they're headed into GALA? Maybe. Are they going to head into Crypto.com? Maybe. But, what I'm saying? Don't be chasing green candles, guys. That's all I'm basically telling you. Don't be chasing no green candles. But honestly, guys, crypto is not hard. It's not something to be afraid about. Dante said it best yesterday when we did the show with him. And he was like, dude, you have to once you get rid of that fear of losing money, you're almost invincible. And then ever since he said that, it really does make a lot of sense. Because if you dive into LCX right now at 27 cents and LCX goes down to 22 cents or goes down to 20 cents or even 15 cents, if you're new, you would freak out. Just say like 27 cents is the top. If you're new, you would freak out. As opposed to if you've been in the game for 6 months, 7 months, you already know, okay, well, it dipped from when I bought it. Let me buy down so I can lower my average. So when it goes back up to 27 cents, you will already be in profit because you bought the dip, you bought down, and your average is now 23 instead of 27. So it's really not that hard, guys. It's literally easy. I mean, you look at all these quotes from Robert Kiyosaki, you look at quotes from all these other people that say, when there's blood in the streets, you buy property. That was what Warren Buffett said, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But basically what that means is when the housing market is down, you buy as much property as you can.
It's not financial advice.
Not financial advice, man. But I mean, I'm not saying you got to get in any particular one, but when there's blood in the crypto streets, when you see red days, super red days, like how we seen yesterday and today, you buy. That's the perfect time to buy.
It happens every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we have a nice green, beautiful green markets, and then we have a red market. It happens every few weeks. It's gonna be green again like next week or something.
Yeah,
it always happens.
Maybe
like,
even tomorrow.
I said this on the show like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, it happens every time. It happens every time. We have nice green days, and then it'll be red for a few days. And I'm like, yeah, it's red again. It's a good buying opportunity. And we say it every single time. And I'm gonna take a mental note, November 17th, and then when it happens green again, and then that next red day, I'm like, oh, did it again. And we just get higher and higher every time. So the next green is gonna push us over 3 trillion, 3.5 trillion, and then we have a little red day. Oh, we're trading around 2.9, 3.2. And we're like, oh, it's dipping a little bit. And I'm like, no, it's not. We were at 2.6 the other week. That's how I feel right now. Just a couple months ago, we were at 1.2. I remember. Damn. We were at 1.2 couple months. That's why I'm like, true. It's not down at all.
That's true.
It's still up.
That's very true. But yeah, guys, honestly, like we said, dude, crypto's not hard. As long as you do your own research, you understand those projects that you're putting your money into, you understand where they're going. You don't care about the prices, man. Look at what is that? What is that crypto? Is it Kusama? Yeah, Kusama. I think it's sitting at like $300, $400 or something like that. Dude, Kusama could be in the thousands. When will it hit thousands? I don't know, but it could be in the thousands. So you look at it, you say, oh, the barrier to entry is terrible. But if you could buy one of them and then flip it, you know what I'm saying? It's really easy, guys. I sound like a broken record at this point. I don't want to bore you. So, on red days, those are the days to buy. Green days is basically where you figure out if you made enough profit, if you can consolidate or pull your initial investment. Go ahead and do that. Hop into something on the red day and ride the wave up. It's literally the flip, flop until you get to the desired amount of money that you want. Is it going to happen like that every time? Probably not, but it could happen, man.
Thanks.
Really could happen. So if you guys want to be around like-minded people, man, you want to have some conversations about crypto, how we have conversations with you guys every single day, join the public Discord. We will be capping it very, very soon. There's a ton of value in that Discord, man, and we feel like we want to preserve that. We don't want to just bring a bunch of random people in there so they can just talk about, oh, get in my coin. You know what I'm saying? We want to really preserve that for our community. So if you want to be one of the first people inside, basically grandfathered in before we lock it, definitely join the public Discord, man, because it's going to be filling up pretty fast. Right underneath John, you guys can see our Twitter, our TikTok, and our Instagram. And definitely follow us there if you want to find some future value. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you enjoy crypto talk every single day. And then like the video if you found something helpful. All right, guys. Take care. God bless. Be safe.
Let's go.
Peace.
Invest.